There are still some folks on, and it is obviously a very slow go. Forget the fact that visibility is so bad as it is anyway. Then you throw in 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts. I mean, it's just a bad situation. I remember, Shay, was it that original tornado warning partially for Gulfport?
Yes.
Yeah, because Casey Albritton is there and has been reporting throughout the afternoon and evening. I don't know if she's available, but okay, I'm curious. As that line came through, Casey, were you seeing some very gusty winds and squally weather? My guess is now that's probably improved quite a bit.
Yeah, so about 10, 15 minutes ago, we saw probably the worst of the storm here in Gulfport. We saw a lot of winds. We saw a lot of rain coming through, lightning, thunder, and so it did get pretty gusty out here. But since then, it has calmed down. It's really not raining as much anymore, more of just sprinkling out here. But the winds are still there. They have improved quite a bit. You can see those trees that I showed you earlier. They were a lot more intense moving in the wind, but now they've settled down quite a bit. I think one thing that we're now seeing out here is actually the flooding, and this is just from the rain. You can see that it's actually getting up near this Caddy's restaurant here in Gulfport. It's getting very close to there, and again, that's just from the rain. That's not even any water coming up over the seawall or anything. And if you hang on just a second, we have these trucks. Cars are just coming through here again because it is rush hour traffic right now. So people are just coming through this water, and that's something that you really want to avoid as much as possible, because even a little bit of flooding could be dangerous if you do try to drive through that. So that's a big key here. Make sure you avoid those flooded roads out here, but we're keeping an eye on everything. Everything is improving a lot out here, and so hopefully that continues. I'm Casey Albritton in Pinellas County, ABC Action News.
Now, I'll give Casey a little bit of a Meteorology 101 thing here. She's right. That was rainwater. But the reason that rainwater has not drained is because of the winds back behind pushing in behind that squall line. The same reason Eric Waxler had that rain, or had the surge going, the waves passing over the seawall, is because those winds shifted out of the northwest and started pushing it that direction. Well, in Gulfport, same thing happens. When you get that northwest wind behind the squall line, if the water's being pushed out, where does rainwater typically drain? It drains down and goes out into the bay or the Gulf, right? Or into some local rivers or whatnot. But if that water's being pushed in, that rainwater can't drain. And I think we all know what that's like during hurricane season, when many times areas like Shore Acres and other spots can flood, not necessarily because they've had excessive rain, but because the rain that they have had is unable to drain like it typically did. So that's something that we kind of see along the coast in hurricane season, and obviously this time of the year when the squall line comes through. So